Clearly, the overall year-over-year themes are strong, and the share price has been strong in general of late. But why do you think slipping so significantly after hours this evening?
It's difficult to say. We definitely feel that the Q2 results were strong, particularly given the context with a tough March and then into April was a tough beginning. So we ended the quarter, particularly in May and June, with very strong trends. And I think most importantly, we saw the focus of consumers and homeowners dramatically shift toward their home, toward taking care of their home, maintaining their home, and improving their home to accommodate the lifestyles we're all living. And so we've seen those trends persist throughout the quarter and into July, and they continue to be tailwinds for the business.
What sort of services, Brandon? Can you give us a little more color about what people are doing right now and how their behaviors are changing?
Yeah, well, you might be surprised, but we've actually seen, just looking at July data, we are actually seeing growth in just about every single category of service we provide. Now, early on, things like kitchen remodeling and other types of remodeling and sort of indoor discretionary projects were under a little bit of pressure, and they aren't growing quite as fast as things like landscaping and pool installation. But it's all growing because people are spending so much time in their home, and it's such an important place for us all right now that we're seeing growth everywhere.
So it's more leisure-related improvements like swimming pools than say, home improvements that, say, prepare the home for offices, et cetera, things like that?
Yeah, so, well, people are using their homes more, so you're seeing more wear and tear, and you're seeing more maintenance requests as a result of that. People are using their home for leisure, and so you're seeing a lot of outdoor improvements, new decks, new patios, new landscaping. But we're also seeing interior projects as well. And it is things like new home offices and just general improvements. Given how much time we're spending in our homes these days, it's a huge focus for people.
The contractors and the small businesses, in many cases micro businesses that you work with, Brandon, how are they doing? How are they coping through the pandemic? And are you seeing more of them because of some of the economic opportunities that you're able to offer?
Well, it's been a tough period for small businesses and for these small contractors. It's been such a roller coaster with the initial collapse in March and then April. You saw a lot of these small businesses completely suspended operations. Many of them were uncertain whether they could operate in the lockdown period. And what we're finding is the industry is operating at a reduced capacity. And frankly, we're watching it. We do a weekly sentiment survey, and we are seeing slow and steady improvement. But a lot of these companies are having to start back up. They're having to rehire. They're facing challenges on the rehiring front, and many of the categories are facing significant challenges on the supply chain side of things. So while the consumer demand side is incredibly robust and is elevated well above where it was pre-COVID-19, the capacity of the industry to handle it has been impacted, but it's making a steady recovery. And so it's something we're optimistic that we'll see continuous recovery here in the second half of the year.